Hello everybody, it's me, Riffraff Hornhelm, and I'm back again with another presentation from the Dwarven Vault. And today we have another monster review for you with a very specific creature, the ROPER. Yep, the ROPER. And it's brought to us once again from the original monster manual as used with basic Dungeons & Dragons and advanced Dungeons & Dragons, or what's typically known today as 1E. So the ROPER. I mean, just as an aside here for a moment, these guys didn't really work very hard at the names now, did they? These very interesting creatures are 9 feet long, they say, and roughly cigar shaped, and they're kind of a bubbly mass of blech. So they say. That's what's in the book. And really, they're a creature that's very shapeable. So they can conform to, like a pathway, make it look like it's got a little bump in it, or they can pretend to be a stalagmite or a stalactite, like a piercer does. Pretty flexible creature. How's that? And these are no pushovers. They have a armor class of 0. Of course, they're rare, subterranean dwellers, of course, and they like to lay out in areas where they can attract prey. But these creatures have some endurance. They have between 10 and 12 hit dice, which is fantastic. And like I said earlier, they have a 0 armor class, so they're pretty hard to hit, and they've got a lot of endurance. Now, here's the real kicker. 80% magic resistance. 80%. Wow. On top of it all, they're exceptionally intelligent. Now, they're evil, okay? I mean, just another evil creature. And I guess following a trend I've had in some recent reviews, the favorite food of these humans, loves humans. I don't know, that's like 3 different ones in a row or something that have this unholy love for human flesh. Blech. But hey, no accounting for taste. So they will disguise themselves in a subterranean area and lay in wait for prey to come by. Now, humans are their favorite, but they'll pretty much eat anything that comes by. Not being a small creature and whatnot. Now, they have an interesting additional ability on the basis of having 6 strands of this, like a sticky tentacle. But they have these 6 sticky strands, and they can shoot these between 20 and 50 feet out to capture you. If they're successful in capturing you, then they're going to slowly draw you back to their gaping maw, where they will chew you up. They do that at the rate of 10 feet per round. If you can't escape during that time, you become dinner for a roper. Now, how do you escape? Well, you have to use the same roll as you would for opening doors. So it's a 6-sided roll, and it's based on strength. If you're very strong, it's probably not too difficult to break away. If you're not so strong, not so much. So with the roper being exceptionally intelligent, they obviously are smart enough to know when they can successfully go after what they need to go after. They're going to be very clever in how they make their traps. This is not a stupid subterranean dweller. It is very, very effective because of its high intelligence and because of the fact that you're not going to use much magic to be able to get by this, and it has so many hit points. It's not easy to hit. This is a very, very tough creature. I think it's underutilized. I have used them before, and I have played against them before, but it's one that you don't run across very often. And it can be confused with some other subterranean dwellers until it's like too late. Now, they have a gizzard-like organ in the center of their body where they also store their treasures. So you can find things like gems and possibly gold and so forth inside this gizzard. But first, you got to kill it. And that's no easy trick. So, of course, we went out to the greater Hornhelm community and said, hey, what about these? I mean, just as an aside for a second, the Dwarvish community, us Hornhelms and so forth, we really don't like these. They're very, very effective. And like I said, they may prefer humans, but they'll pretty much eat anything that goes their way. It takes a fair amount of us dwarves to be able to off one of these things. There's no two ways about it. They're difficult to deal with. And because they are subterranean dwellers, we do run across them on occasion. So take it from a dwarf who's dealt with these before. Be careful. These ones are tough. So like I said, in talking to the greater Hornhelm community, we spoke to the dungeon masters involved and asked them about what they thought about this creature. Where would you rank a roper? The answer was interesting to me. I didn't have anybody rank it lower than a 7. And I had one person rank it at 8.5. I thought that was a bit excessive, but 7, yeah, okay, I can see that. And talking to players about it, they said that the only thing that saved their butts on these is that they move very slow. And they could run away. Okay, that made some sense. They said that trying to tackle it from a distance really didn't do a great deal of good because of how long it took to do sufficient damage to kill one. That made sense too. So they came back and they gave this a solid 7 to 8. So certainly the players found this to be a challenging creature. No two ways about it. Another early days, kind of lamely named creature, but this is a very effective one. If you have to tangle with a roper, watch out. That, my friends, is the roper. I hope you found this educational, entertaining, interesting, all that kind of good stuff. If you did, please be so kind as to leave us a like. Consider subscribing if you haven't. Definitely come back and see us again real soon. We very much appreciate your kind support. Take care, everybody, and remember, dwarves rock!